Sixers fans, hope you've had a good Monday as we welcome you to Xfinity Mobile Arena for the first of two between the Sixers and the Clippers this season. Former Clipper Paul George set to make his season debut here tonight. Finally got clearance from the doctors to return after he had that left knee scope back in mid-July. His first game back with your Sixers since March 4th of last season. For the Clippers, it is all about former Sixer James Harden. He had 37 yesterday afternoon in a hard-fought loss to the Celtics in Boston after he dropped 40, a 40-point triple-double Friday in a double overtime win over the Mavericks down in Dallas. So James is balling. Should be a good one here tonight. Sixers Clippers coming your way from South Philadelphia. Hi everyone, welcome to the floor. He's Ala Abdel-Nabi. I'm Kate Scott, and Ala, no Joel Embiid or Kelly Oubre Jr. or Adem Bona tonight. We'll get to those injuries momentarily, but as I mentioned already, Paul George back, set to make his season debut.
Yeah, and a great time for it as well when the 76ers are missing the people you just mentioned. Paul gives you an added depth and versatility on both ends of the floor. Nick Nurse seems to think that he can really contribute on the defensive end. I'm not doubting that, but I think where he really brings some help is on the offensive end of the floor. Imagine this, end of a shot clock situation, Sixers struggling to get off a good shot. You've got him on the floor. That gives you options. Not only can he get a high percentage shot, but he also has the respect of the officials. Might get the whistle call as well, but I'm looking for him to contribute as much as he can. He doesn't have to move heaven and earth tonight. Just get back to playing Paul George basketball.
And we just saw him blow past a guy who's been playing really well, especially the last two games for the Clippers, 77 combined points.
Yeah, he's still killing. Dropping digits is James Harden, and he's got the ability still to take over games. Now, they played last night, so he's aging, and he's probably going to be kind of a little tired, and you want to make sure that his legs are underneath him, so the Sixers might test him early, but at the same time, he's got the ability to make Peyton Pritchard and others look really bad defensively. He may be old, but he's still got some tricks.
Well, and as you mentioned, Sixers have the rest advantage, Ala, so it's all about the young guys, Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe and Quentin Grimes. It is time for the young, fiery backcourt to step up tonight here in South Philly. At Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Well, we only saw him for 41 games last year, but one of his better outings came against these Los Angeles Clippers. The SoCal native, Paul George, is back and making his season debut in South Philly tonight. You need to start your day on Sportsnet Central tomorrow and every weekday morning starting bright and early, 6 a.m. presented by your Delaware Valley Hyundai dealers. A lot of great Birds conversation this morning on Sportsnet Central. Let's take a look. We mentioned this. Let's get to it. Our Ranspear injury report. No Joel Embiid, still dealing with some right knee soreness. Paul George is back. Unfortunately, Kelly Oubre Jr. spraining the LCL in his left knee in our last game on Friday. And then Adem Bona rolling his ankle. Kawhi, Bradley Beal, Derrick Jones Jr., Jordan Miller out tonight for the visitors. Derrick Jones Jr., similar to Kelly on Friday, had Jaylen Brown run into his knee yesterday in Boston. So sending all those guys the best. All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups. 7 different starting lineup for the Sixers this season. Maxey, Edgecombe, Barlow, Paul George. Starting for the first time this season, and Andre Drummond. Kobe Sanders getting his first NBA start tonight for the visiting Los Angeles Clippers. Because again, Derrick Jones Jr., who was having a career start to the season, unfortunately had a Celtic land on his knee yesterday, Ala, so into the starting lineup he goes. But tonight, all about this guy here in South Philly. Paul George starting season 16 in the NBA.
Been so long since he's been out on the floor. Like Jared McCain earlier on, you just want him to have his feet underneath him. You want him to get up and down, break a little sweat, and hopefully things start to feel familiar to Paul George.
10th pick back in the 2010 draft of the Indiana Pacers. Of course, a Southern California native, grew up in Palmdale, about 45 minutes to 3 hours outside of Los Angeles, depending on traffic, as the Sixers win the tip. He played some college ball at Fresno State in the Central Valley of California, and then into the NBA he went. This guy, 12 games into his rookie season, like Tyrese Maxey, playing a lot of minutes. VJ Edgecombe too strong on that three, but the shot did come back to VJ on Friday at 18.7 rebounds in that loss to the Pistons. And Sixers fans welcoming James Harden back to South Philly in style, along with his former teammate Tyrese Maxey with a swap there.
Obviously beloved. You can see the just raining down
Paul
there.
George Welcome back, PG. First bucket of year number 16 in the NBA.
And that's what you'd love to see for a guy like Paul George. From his perspective, you just want to see one go in, let alone your first three from the right wing.
This is John Collins, one of many offseason additions in Los Angeles. George up for the rebounds. And the Sixers, as expected, a lot quicker down the floor than a James Harden-led Clippers team. So see if they can take advantage of their size and speed. Paul George welcoming the rookie that I mentioned just a couple minutes ago, Kobe Sanders, making his first NBA start into the NBA.
Watch this initial action. Into the corner to Maxey, back out to Paul George, ready to shoot. Steps into that one in rhythm.
Paul George will go
Good to see this guy not just back, but smiling. And again, he's been chomping at the bit to get back. He was ready. The staff wanted him to come back, but was just waiting for that final doctor approval. And he got it after having that scope on his left knee again back in mid-July. Misses that first one. Let's take a look, Ala, at tonight's Kia What to Watch keys to this one.
Well, this is a good foul shooting team. They shoot 82% as a squad, so you don't want to foul shooters, and they're a decent rebounding team as well. So make sure that you at least limit them to one shot and try to clean up the glass.
George hits the second again, fouled shooting a three, so one more to go. 41 games played last year in his first as a Sixer. He was officially shut down on March 17th after he had to deal with a couple of knee hyperextensions. Just an extremely frustrating first year, and nobody was more frustrated than Paul. I mean, we talked to him when he was on the road with us last year, and just this was not the debut season he expected in Philly last year, so hoping that this, year two, can be a much different story. This is John Collins, spent last year with the Utah Jazz, beats the Zubats, had his best year in the NBA with the Clippers last season, and picking up where he left off this year.
Well, and that's what the Sixers have to contend with, right? Andre Drummond is going to be on Zubats, but when he goes out to help others on the perimeter, someone has to get him.
Dominic Barlow disrupted by Sanders, and Harden wants to push. Harden coast to coast for the Clippers.
Yeah, and kept the defender, in this case Paul George, on that right shoulder. Harden still strong enough to keep that defender at bay as he drives to the cup.
36 years young, turned 36 in August. Year 17 for James, of course, former NBA MVP back in 2018. George a little bit short on that one. Zubats up for the rebounds.
Good look, in rhythm.
Mentioned James had 37 yesterday afternoon in Boston. This is game 3 of a 6-game road trip. And that is the rookie Kobe Sanders. Again, finished his collegiate career at Nevada. Was the 50th pick in last year's draft. And this is our Tyrese Maxey. Not sure how he even got that shot off. Switching to the left hand in midair. Sanders sets his feet, fires. Too strong. And Barlow and Collins were tied up. Let's see who they call this in.
Barlow, he was holding
That was on Dominic Barlow. That's his first. Team's first.
So first on Barlow. It's John Collins.
This is Maxey, unable to finish, but look at the switching of the hands from right to left. Zubac, a heck of an obstacle to shoot over or around.
Found a nice little 1-2 punch with Harden last year, did Zubac. This is Chris Dunn for 3.
Dunn, the former Providence Friar, kind of bounced around a little bit, but they like his intensity, his willingness to play defense.
9-0 Clippers run. Tyrese Maxey helping his rookie out, relocating to the corner there, off back iron. Here comes Dunn again. 10th year for him, as you mentioned, out of Providence. Zubats, little float shot.
And you can see what the big fella brings to the table, right? He runs rim to rim. He's got nice soft touch. You mentioned his teaming up with Harden last year. I thought he really thrived in the little pick and roll situations.
George doubles. He had a career high 17 points last year, with Harden assisting on a lot of those buckets. George, same spot, now off front iron. And Collins will clear. So 5 straight empty trips now for the Sixers. Harden from the wing. And Nick Nurse is going to call time. Now, we knew that James Harden would be excited to come back here to South Philly. Again, looked great on the first 2 stops of this road trip, and looking good here tonight.
Yeah, we talked about in the top of the program how he's playing well as of late. Puts his team up 9 here in South Philly.
basketball is brought to you in part by your local Delaware Valley Honda dealers and by your local Kia dealer. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Well, Sixers started on a 5-0 run. Since then, 14-0 Clippers. They've hit 6 of their last 7. But guess who started the scoring tonight? We're going to make this our DraftKings Casino slow-mo replay 259 days ago. That's how long it's been since Paul George did this on an NBA court.
I just like the fact that it was slow-mo. We can take our time and relish it. Pretty jump shot.
Great looking shot from PG. Great to have him back. First time since March 4th of last season.
Zubac with a heck of a show. Reading that ball was intended for Maxey.
Nice mid-range there by VJ. Really getting up on the jumper.
Took the initial option away. The 76ers adjusting, reading and reacting, finding an advantage for VJ.
And that's what you want to see, coming out of a timeout, putting an end to that run. And John Collins fouls and is going to have a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, a deep seal by John Collins. You don't see a lot of posting up in this league anymore, but that certainly was a good example of it. We'll watch the other end of the floor first. VJ probing, getting to a spot on the floor he's comfortable with, and then this is just a nice seal. VJ in a vulnerable spot defensively. Collins at an advantage.
Collins coming to LA because of that 3-team deal with the Jazz and the Miami Heat that sent Norm Powell from LA to Miami. Made his 4th straight start yesterday, did Collins, 17 points, which was his best by far in a Clippers uniform so far this season. Yesterday in Boston. Paul George, baseline, too strong. Another rebound for Zubac. Harden and the Clippers down 24 in the 3rd quarter yesterday in Boston. As Harden drives and kicks to the rookie Sanders. Drummond the rebound. And then they rallied on a hot 3rd quarter, cut the lead to 5 going into the 4th. And then it was back and forth all 4th quarter long, and then just ran out of gas. Tyrese Maxey can't get the finger roll to go. Drummond's tap in doesn't fall either. So a tough start tonight here in South Philly. 2 for 10 are the Sixers, and a great look from Harden down to Zubac, and that's what we talked about. They really found that chemistry on that connection last year.
Well, again, we talked about the rim-to-rim running. Perfect example of it there. Zubac just heading out to the basket, beating everyone down the floor, and Harden rewarding the effort.
And no Kelly Oubre Jr. tonight, who has been a key piece of the Sixers starting lineup for the first 12 games of this season. George the drive and kick. VJ Edgecombe for 3.
Harden playing up on him and putting some pressure, but to no avail.
And Collins got way up for that one, and then Barlow got on the ground, took it away, and he's going to be fouled by Dunn. Great hustle play by Dominic Barlow.
Young kids out there, that's how you go after a loose ball. You don't bend over and pick it up gently. You dive after it. That ball and that possession are valuable. Watch it again. His instincts are to just go right after it. Secure possession, picks up the foul from Dunn.
And you saw Chris Dunn's right arm kind of wrap around the neck of Dominic Barlow.
Enough for a foul.
That's enough for a foul. Most definitely. 9-point Clippers lead. Maxey on the back cut. And wasn't sure if that was an alley-oop try to Andre Drummond. Drum wasn't sure either, and that's going to be offensive basket interference as a result.
They're saying it was in the cylinder. Andre saying it wasn't. Look close.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, it was in the cylinder.
And that's why he pulled his hands back too.
That was a tough one. I couldn't tell if it was a shot or if it was a, kind of a no-look pass to Andre.
In Europe, that's good.
In FIBA rules, it does count. Good deflection by Drum. Over to Collins it goes.
Should say the rest of the world, not just Europe.
Yeah. James Harden, straight on triple, off iron, another rebound for Andre Drummond. Yeah, in FIBA and the rest of the world, you can touch it when it's above the cylinder. You can tap it in. There's no basket interference. But here in the NBA, different story. Barlow pushed and fouled as he was trying to scoop that one up with his left hand.
Trying to swing it through the defender. Picked up the foul.
John Collins, that's his first. Third.
First on Collins.
We mentioned it in the pregame show with Amy, Coach, and Mark, how he's at his best when he is active, Barlow. He's not going to sit there and wrestle with guys. He's not brawny like that. But when he breaks contact and attacks and keeps moving, he's a handful.
Yeah, good to have him back in Detroit on Friday from that right elbow laceration. Well, don't miss out on the action, Sixers fans. 2025-26 partial and flex plans are on sale. Starting at 8 games, you can choose or build your plan to see the matchups that fit your schedule and receive exclusive benefits when you do. So secure your plan and the location for those seats today. For more info, tickets 76ers.com, Sixers.com/tickets, 215-339-7676. Barlow just 22 years old as Andre taps that miss in.
And you can see the coach's staff frustrated. Jeff Van Gundy over there with his arms tied behind his back. He's still talking to himself. He's over there upset about how do you let a guy get in on a free throw?
Wait. Did you say Jeff Van Gundy was upset? That never happens.
I know, right?
Never happens. As James, I believe, was fouled by Tyrese Maxey there.
He's still upset. Look at him.
Here's Jeff. But I love the folks who you know are just naturally ornery.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Love those folks.
Yeah, give no quarter. Watch the drive. There's, clearly a foul. Maxey with the left hand.
His money worth. And as we know, Tyrese credits a lot of the success he's had the last couple of years to working with this guy. James was always there early, staying late with Tyrese, and was happy to pass on the tricks of the trade that he had learned through his tenure so far in the NBA, which I thought was awesome.
He's got a lot to share.
Oh, look who's in the house.
BG in the building.
Look at that. How do I get one of those hats? I'm gonna have to talk to BG's people. That's a good hat. I feel like the majority of people watching this broadcast,
nobody likes the Cowboys.
regardless of who they cheer for. I know, that's what I'm saying. It's one of those uniting causes, right? Apologies to the 3 Cowboys fans who are watching our broadcast today.
I'm not apologizing.
As you mentioned in the open, though, Ala, James Harden, just the ageless wonder so far this season. He saw those numbers. I mean, he and Tyrese Maxey, 2 of 8 guys in the NBA this season, averaging 25 points and 7 assists a game. And he's 36, and Tyrese is 25, just turned 25.
Well, and no Kawhi Leonard, too, so the onus is on him even more.
Nice move by Barlow, using the rim for protection there.
Again, being active, right? Kind of just moving around in the open spots between defenders. That's called the gaps. You hit the gaps, good things will usually happen.
Sixers trimming the Clippers' lead to 6. Good defense by Maxey, and Barlow picks up the loose ball.
Dunn tried to play bully ball, but Maxey had help.
And then Watford in for the first time tonight, scooping it past Brook Lopez, but a little bit too strong.
That's a tall order, literally trying to sneak it past Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez signing with the Clips in the offseason. And James Harden right back to work.
And he doesn't have to be super athletic. He's just got a deceptively quick first step, and then he is strong enough where he holds defenders off. You're not going to make a play on that ball if he gets that deep.
9 points now for Harden. Baseline fadeaway from Tyrese Maxey.
And why won't you be able to make a play? Because he keeps contact, and it's tough to break that contact and jump when someone is leaning on you the entire time.
Sixers slowly starting to heat up. Started tonight for 2 for 11 from the floor. Since then, they've hit 4 for their last 5. 23-17. Clippers in front. Harden trying to draw the foul on Watford, and he does get the whistle.
We've seen him do this in a Sixer uniform, outside of a Sixer uniform, where he is just great at baiting the defender into a foul, getting you in a vulnerable position off balance. This is Maxey coming to a jump stop on that baseline, shoulders squared, and then this is the foul right there.
Yep.
On that left arm as he gathers and elevates.
First on Watford. 4th Sixers team foul in this first quarter. And as you mentioned, that's one of the things Sixers are going to have to keep an eye on tonight, is trying not to foul shooters, especially ones like this guy who are so good at drawing those fouls. Yeah,
and they don't give points back once they get to the line, too. I mean, we mentioned this is a really good free throw shooting team.
Yep.
Perhaps their age has something to do with it, their maturity. They don't get rattled by being at the line, whatever the case may be, they make them.
Here's Ty Lue, now in his 6th season as head coach of the Clippers.
Couldn't have been classier in the pregame press conference, too, when mentioning AI and their history together, the 2001 finals. He beat the Lakers, and he had nothing but praise for AI and said he helped me get a career because I probably wouldn't have played them if the Raptors were the matchup. But since AI and the Sixers, he was a diminutive guard, he got to play more and had a career that followed his performance in that final. So he owes a lot to it, but he was a classy guy.
Yeah, I spent 5 minutes talking about that. Justin Edwards has his shot blocked by James Harden, but then found. And Harden beside himself at that whistle, but looked like there was some contact with Harden and Justin Edwards.
Yeah, I didn't see it. James obviously saying that there was absolutely no contact.
I have a feeling we might see a replay at some point.
Yeah,
Not just
we'll
yet
get to
because
it.
of quick inbounds. Bogdanovich, though, stealing the inbound, so no harm for the Clippers. Harden leading all scores. He's got 12. Step back from James Harden off front iron.
That's tough.
Yeah, how do you defend that?
No, and Watford did a good job.
Edwards high arcing three is off front iron. Sixers 2 for 8 from outside. Clippers not much better, just 2 for 6. Brook Lopez way too strong on that one. Here comes Maxey. Edwards back to him. Tyrese Maxey switching the three.
Good job replacing Justin as he drove. Tyrese came in behind him and took up the initial spot. That led to the jumper.
To me, it wasn't a big deal until Doug Collins went crazy on the hair. Like, I mean, I just I turned around, see if he made the shot, and then, Doug Collins, he stepped up, he went crazy. But not a big deal to me. Like I said, we become really good friends, after those days of competing. Probably 3 years after that, we probably were still mad at each other. But after that, we became really good friends. And it's funny because, we're close in age, but I still idolized him when I was coming up through college. And when I got to the league, just idolizing somebody who's only 2 or 3 years older than you is kind of crazy. But I looked up to him. And so having an opportunity to play against someone you idolize, it was a great moment for me.
That was our Fulton Banking Better Together moments. And so glad you brought that up. And shouts to our crew for clipping that, because that was just all classroom timely pregame tonight.
It really was, and it shows you his perspective on things. How there is no entitlement. He's still grateful, and yeah, going up against a guy he looked up to, pretty cool moment.
And then he was asked about the black jerseys coming back.
Yeah,
and
no, all of it was great. It really was.
Those are sweet. It's weird to see them back, but I'm glad that they are back. So great pregame conversation. The Clippers very happy to have him in charge. Donovich short, had to get that off with the shot clock about to expire. See if the Sixers can trim this lead even more. It was 12 again earlier in this first quarter.
They want to double and get it out of Maxey's hand. They don't want Lopez on him.
Watford.
Good look.
Yeah, great look, and then good recovery by Christie there to block Walker's shot.
Heck of a recovery by Christie, showing you his ability to get off the floor quick.
And that is not Max Christie. That's his older brother. This is Cam Christie, younger brother. They look pretty similar. But Max now with the Dallas Mavericks.
Maybe because they're brothers.
There's always a chance that if you're brothers with somebody, you may look similar. But there it is, the black jersey, the step over. But yeah, as Nico Batum hits that first free throw after being fouled by Trendon Watford. What you mentioned briefly, the fact that he probably wouldn't have even played in the NBA Finals if it had been the Vince Carter matchup, because he talked about the Raptors just being bigger and longer, so he was grateful that AI was the guy that he got to go up against in the finals.
Yeah, Alvin Williams, another big guard, was on that team, so he probably wouldn't have seen the court a lot, but then the fact that the Sixers were the matchup, he got to play, make a name for himself, left some impressions around the league, and was able to carve out a nice career for himself.
He said he extended my career by a number of years. EJ short on that mid-range. Batum takes care of business at the free throw line, 28-20. And James Harden just continuing to pour it on in this first quarter. He's got 15 now.
Yeah, and he looks pretty fresh, too, for a guy who played last night and 2 overtimes on Friday.
Edwards can't get the little bunny to go.
See, he still continues to put the work in, does Harden.
He's Got 10 in the last 12 for LA.
Look at that.
Blowing past Edwards. He's got 17 now in the first quarter.
All right, so he looks like the most lively person out there on the floor. How can that be?
I mean, we got to know his work ethic while he was here.
You know, he's relentless.
He's a worker, man. And he's going to fight and show up every single night. Good move by Watford. Sixers needed a bucket. Trendon comes through.
Yeah, we talked about at the end of a shot clock situation, you've got to find someone that can create something. That time, Watford making something out of very little.
Christie back to James Harden. 5 of 8 from the floor. 2 of 4 from 3. Looking for
feeling
his
it.
third triple. Just rims off. Yeah, that was a heat check all the way.
Pretty good challenge from Justin, too.
5-second difference between shot and game. Sixers down 11.
Drive the ball. They got driving opportunities.
Yep. Somebody's got to get a shot off. Grimes creates some space and does. 3-point bucket for Quentin Grimes. Final few seconds. Lopez off 1 foot.
After one, LA 33-17.
And that will do it for the first 12 in South Philly. Well, the Clippers led by as many as 13. Sixers got it back to single digits, 33-25 as we head to the second here at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Experience. And by Rand & Mike Spear, the accident lawyers. 1-800-90-LEGAL. Demand Rand. 33-25, Clippers in front. We're in the city of brotherly love as we get set to start the second quarter at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Let's take a look at our FanDuel live odds, the updated spread money line and over/under. First we see this guy signing with the Clippers in the offseason, Chris Paul. Bogdanovich over to the former Sixer, Nico Batum.
Well, spotted up in the corner like we're used to seeing Nico. Bogdanovich finding him with the left-handed kick.
And first appearance for this guy tonight. Good to have Jared McCain back in the fold. Played a couple of games with the Blue Coats last week, Thursday and Saturday. 15 points, 6 assists in his 20 minutes on Saturday afternoon. Paul George back making his season debut for the Sixers. And the first bucket tonight, a nice 3-pointer. See if both of those guys can find a rhythm here. Zubats back to Christie. Short on his 3-point attempt. So we've got George, Grimes, Drummond, Edgecombe, and Jared McCain, the 5 Sixers on the floor. No Joel Embiid, no Kelly Oubre Jr. or Adem Bona tonight. George doubled in the corner, and he's fouled.
Fouls on Chris Paul.
That was a trap by design, trying to quickly apply that trap, which would hopefully, from their perspective, lead to a turnover. Instead, it was a foul.
Nick Nurse calling the inbounds play. Grimes. Good idea. Kicked ball, so Sixers ball on the baseline.
Trying to get it to Andre.
There he is, Jared McCain. Good to have J-Mac back. And again, still trying to find that rhythm. Missed the majority of his rookie season after the torn meniscus, and then right at the end of the preseason this year, tore a ligament in his thumb, so had to sit out the start of this season. So just trying to work his way back into things, as is this guy, Paul George, coming back from the knee scope in July.
Yeah, a little rust there. Ball didn't bounce up for him like he's accustomed to.
Year number 21 now for the 40-year-old Chris Paul. Of course, spent a number of years with the Clippers earlier in his career, making Lob City famous. Extra pass to Batum. Off front iron. Grimes.
That's a foul.
Yeah, that's that straight line drive foul that became a point of emphasis last year. Still a point of emphasis. You saw Quentin had the straight line to the cup, and then Bogdanovich stepped in front. Let's take a look.
Well, you just can't bump him off of his line. Watch right there. That's a bump. It's not a lot, but loves a bump. He's got a line that goes to the basket. You cannot bump him off of it. You mentioned it as a point of emphasis last season.
All right, it's that time on the FanDuel Casino Stump the Fans question tonight. Tonight's rosters feature 2 players that are already top 10 all-time in 3-point field goals made in NBA history. Name them both.
I think I got them both.
I think I got them both too. We'll find out. We'll find out in the second half. Do you got them?
Lord knows I've been wrong a lot, so I shouldn't be as confident as I am. I don't know where I get my confidence from.
Often wrong, seldom in doubt. 10-point Clippers lead here with 10 to play in our first half. Batum, we know that quick catch and shoot very well here in South Philly. That one too strong, Sixers ball.
Yeah, that's 6'9" too, and you're closing out on him, and he's got it already up, cocked, and ready to fly. It is a tough closeout because of that quick release.
I mean, it wasn't here for very long, but I imagine most Sixers fans like him, if for no other reason than how he performed in that play-in game, right?
Yeah, and the way Nick Nurse described him too, he's always trying to do the right thing out on the floor, not really worried about who scores.
Edgecombe gets the roll on the mid-range.
Guys love to play with a guy like that. That's why they made him captain of the French team.
8-point LA lead. We'll see these guys again in February at the Intuit Dome in LA. George, of course, spent time with the Clippers earlier in his career. Edgecombe probing. And Drummond pushed aside, I believe, by Chris Paul. And yep, that's going to be
Fouls on Chris Paul. That's
the second on CP3.
Man, Chris is strong. Be able to push Andre like that. Watch this shot again. Nice soft touch off the rim, backboard and in. And then, oh, that's most definitely a foul. The push with 2 hands.
Well, don't they call it old man strength, right?
Yeah. Just surprised how Andre went flying, but now I know why.
Yeah. Drummond, 3 straight double-doubles, 3 straight starts for Drum. Nice hesitation from PG all the way to the cup.
Try to use that contact to create the separation from the big guy. Got just enough to get it up over the front of the rim and in.
263 games played for the Clippers from Paul George. That one off from Chris Paul. Here's Jared McCain. Going to work on Christie. Bogdanovich called for the reach.
Bogdanovich wants a review. Certain that he didn't foul. This is Paul George again. There's that separation just enough over the outstretched arms of Zubac. Watch that left arm right there. Nice soft touch.
And you can tell the vets, right? PG does it, Harden does it without extending the arm, just using the shoulder. Drummond with 3 white jerseys around him. Kicking out. Grimes. Can't connect.
The smart players use the hip. You don't have to use your arm. That's an obvious call. But the hip, subtle.
VJ tying up the second-year Cam Christie. So jump ball coming.
Well, that has to be a priority defensively all the time, is stop the ball, right? The advancement of the basketball. VJ trying to do just that. Andre coming in, paying some attention as well. Locking things up.
And that is what we call young man strength. DJ just getting in there and holding on. Collins checking back in. Batum will sit. 18th year now for Nico. A lot of vets on this Ty Lue-led club. 6 guys with 13 or more years of experience on the Clippers this season.
Well, they're like the oldest team by 2 years, right? Older than the next oldest team. So that's quite a bit.
We'll get to that.
There you go.
Right now.
2 years older than the next oldest, the Warriors.
Yeah.
You see how they're all bunched up together and the Clippers are all by themselves.
Collins after Christie on the tip. So 6 straight empty trips now for Los Angeles. See if the Sixers can take advantage. Andre Drummond hit a couple of threes Friday in Detroit. Not that time. A couple of old school centers, Zubac and Drummond, squaring off here tonight. Christie back to his left. Nice move by Cam Christie.
Nice swing through to kind of shed the defender and shoot an uncontested shot. Nice move by the young guy.
Just 20 years old. He was the 46th pick in the 2024 draft. Was Cam Christie. Younger brother of Max Christie. Kane sneaks it inside to Barlow. Out to Edgecombe, 5 on the shot clock. BJ steps into a 3, halfway down, pops back out. Zubac's on the other side of the floor. Barlow trying to slow Zubac's down. Yeah, he's got that lefty hook shot again. Old school center moves from this guy who has found a home in Los Angeles. And promotional nights, everybody. Join us this season here at Xfinity Mobile Arena as we celebrate 25th anniversary nights, Franklin's birthday, and many more, like Military Appreciation Night tonight here at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. For more info about the giveaways, group promotions, theme nights, you can email tickets 76ers.com, Sixers.com/promotions, or call the phone number. Okay, let's take a look at our backcourt coverage brought to you by Wapner Newman Attorneys at Law. Let's focus on our rookie so far tonight, Alan.
Getting to a comfortable spot on the floor, using his dribble. This time, good spacing. Paul with the penetration and kick. Here he's able to keep Nico, the defender, on his hip. Nice soft touch. BJ, your Wapner Newman backcourt coverage.
7 for VJ Edgecombe so far. 7 for Paul George, 5 for Tyrese Maxey. James Harden leading all scorers with 17. His Clippers with his 10-point lead here in the second.
Clips switching everything on the perimeter.
Maxey doubles in the corner. And Andre Drummond scoops it up and in.
And he had to go underhand because Collins was coming over and tried to time it. He was already well up in the air, so he snuck it by him.
A very low-scoring second quarter so far, 7 apiece. Bogdanovich partially blocked by Justin Edwards.
Yeah, that was a difficulty of 2. He made it into an 8. Not sure why, but we welcome that.
Tyrese Maxey, good at hitting difficult shots. Not that time. Yeah, you wonder sometimes, just because it looks pretty.
Yeah, just go straight up and down. No need to fade away like that.
I mean, obviously.
Another one.
There's another one, yeah. But, you know, another guy in LA made that shot, among other guys famous, right? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
We talked about not fouling shooters, right, at the top of the program. This is a good free throw shooting team.
Bogdan Bogdanovich at the line to shoot 2.
Foul on Edwards. Bogdanovich, the 33-year-olds. Step to the line. Xfinity is here to help you break ankles. Not the big. Get the most intelligent Wi-Fi at one consistent price for the next 5 years with their Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. James Harden welcomed back by the crowd here in South Philly.
Oh yeah, beloved. Undying love and devotion.
He had 17, though, in the first quarter, did Harden. That is his second 17-point first quarter already this season. Clippers, though, still trying to find their footing. 4-9 on the season coming into this one. 1-4 on the road. Edgecombe and the Sixers 7-5.
It's this end of the floor that's where they struggle.
Yep.
They're trying to make it a tighter, more cohesive unit, but it's still a work in progress. They can score. They just need to stop people.
Maxey off the heel, rebound to Edwards.
Sixers offensive woes playing into the hands of the Clippers right now. A little stagnant offensively.
12 for 34. And then right on cue, Tyrese Maxey with a sweet finish in the foul.
The opposite of stagnant. Very much on the move there. Putting pressure on the defense. Watch this, crosses it over between the legs. Gets that bump from Collins. That's not enough to stop him along the way. There's the bump. Off the glass and in at the line for your traditional three-point play.
Needed that one. And Mr. Maxey comes through 4th right now in points per game in the NBA. And that was our GMC drive of the game. Maxey kiss off the window and the foul. And Edwards whistled for another foul as the ball just got to James Harden.
Yeah, James. Justin trying to deny him and then apply pressure to it upon the catch.
Edwards coming off a couple of good games. He had 13 points, 3 more threes Friday in Detroit. Dunn with some space in the corner. Edgecombe and Collins battling for the weak side rebound. And it's going to be Sixers ball.
Somebody make a call. The two officials, one along the baseline, the one in the slot, hesitated to make a call.
Yeah, Curtis Blair, Pat Frayer were looking at each other, and Musa Dagger came through. He said, guys, I've got you. Sixers ball. Maxey off the Drummond screen. Knocked out by Harden.
Harden playing the passing lanes, denying that ball to Justin in the wing.
Yeah, you mentioned, though, it is the defense that needs to step up for the Clippers. That was how they were able to surprise a lot of people and win 50 games and get the 5 seed in the West last year, was their defense. They were top 3 in defensive rating, 23 on the season so far. Another tough 2 from Tyrese Maxey.
Awful lot of contact by Dunn, too, on that drive. Tyrese pleading his case. The officials seeing it differently. Heck of a finish, though.
Maxey, the first Sixer into double figures. He's got 10. Edgecombe knocked it away from Zubats, but right over to Collins. Sanders from the corner.
They swing the ball, and you see Andre having to get out there and close out on Sanders.
He is a 36% three-point shooter so far. Again, it's just the 6th game of his NBA career. His first career start tonight for Kobe Sanders, number 4, I beg your pardon, in white. Ooh, Edgecombe lost it. Had ideas on doing something nasty there. Maxey doesn't get the floater to go, but Andre Drummond there to clean things up. Around 4 minutes to play, brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your 2025 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places. Sanders, no. Nice tap by Edgecombe to Drummond.
A block out and a tap. Kept his man off the glass and made sure his teammate came up with that rebound.
And Collins knocked it away from Edwards, who is driving baseline.
Watch this Maxey drive again. He starts from almost half court. There's the contact. Gently up off the glass and in. Dunn fortunate he didn't get a foul called on that play.
Edgecombe.
And switching everything.
Now it's the rookie Sanders. Step back. From Maxey, no. Nice work by Edwards to track that rebound. Barlow in for 2. And the Clippers want to talk things over. From 13, the lead down to 3 with 3:22 to play in our first half.
See the drive. This is a nice finish, 2 off the glass, goes right into the defender's chest, and his teammates loving it.
Active and retired service members here at Xfinity Mobile Arena during tonight's annual Military Appreciation Night presented by Toyota. All fans received a co-branded rally towel. The 76ers and Toyota also donated 500 tickets for service members and their families to attend tonight's game. And that big flag out pregame here on the floor in South Philly. And it's just a great night so far, especially because now the Sixers putting up a fight out there on the floor. They were down 13 in the first quarter, have trimmed the lead all the way down to 3, outscoring the Clippers 16-11 in this second quarter.
The response you're hoping for after a good first quarter from the visiting team.
Clippers have missed 11 of their last 15 shots after being quite hot in the first quarter. And that's a moving screen. Sixers ball.
Lopez not liking the call.
That's his first.
Felt like he didn't move.
Year number 18 now for Brook Lopez. Of course, won a title with the Milwaukee Bucks a couple of years ago. And chasing a sign with the Clippers in the offseason. Maxey with 10. Dominic Barlow on the baseline. We got a 1-point game.
Collins, his mark, just a little hesitant to get out there to him. That left Dominic with enough space and time to knock down that little baseline gimme.
23-11 Sixers run at a 44-43 ball game. And unfortunately, a defensive 3-second violation on the Sixers.
Defensive 3-second violation on the 76ers.
Not
That's a technical foul.
in the position he's
James Harden
required to be in. This is the other end of the floor. You see that little action along the baseline. Nice soft touch. That's not an easy shot. No backboard, nothing to gauge the depth.
As Harden hits the technical free throw, Clippers ball out of bounds. And you see, Nick's still not happy with that defensive 3-second call. Well, stay with us. Halftime Live presented by Nissan coming up in, what do we think, Colin? 4 minutes? We got 2:30 to go in this first half. 4 minutes and 15 seconds?
Yeah, I don't want to just see any reviews. Just keep it moving.
Keep it moving, y'all. Keep it moving. Lopez downhill. Count it. And the foul for Brook Lopez.
Methodical, deliberate, but still effective, right? As long as he keeps the defender out of the play. Watch it again. There's the semi-closeout from Barlow as he gets passed on to Andre. The contact from Dominic on the initial part of that move. I believe that's what got the foul called, right?
Yeah, Barlow picking up his second. Third on the Sixers in this second quarter. 10th pick in the 2008 NBA draft was Brook Lopez out of Stanford. He's a New Jersey net. That's how long he's been in the league.
And he was a New Jersey net who played with his back to the basket, and he was a really good post-up player, averaging 20 and 10, and now he's completely changed his game up, to his credit.
That's why he's in year 18. Tyrese Maxey short on the runner. Foul on the floor. I believe it's going to be on Sanders, and it is.
Kobe Sanders. That's his second.
So number 2 on number 4. And the Sixers in the bonus, so Andre will shoot 2.
So look at Sanders.
There's Sanders.
Good size to him.
6'8", 207, filling in for the injured Derrick Jones Jr., who unfortunately sprained his MCL in his right knee yesterday in Boston. So he's out for at least 6 weeks as Drummond hits the first. And now word from FanDuel.
Kicks it out. Steps back, puts it up.
Bet all your favorite player props on FanDuel. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win.
Left in the first half.
So Jones out for the next 6 weeks, and Sanders actually missed the first 8 games of this year, his rookie year, with a sprained knee of his own. So.
Well, and it's important to differentiate between a sprain and a tear. A sprain is something that'll heal on its own with time, but a tear needs surgical attention. So that's the difference between the two. I once had my knee sprained and just had to sit out 4 to 6 weeks as opposed to getting surgery.
And that is the plan right now for Derrick Jones Jr. for the Clippers.
Which is the best news you could get if you're Derrick Jones.
Yeah. Again, having a career year for the Clippers. Barlow has it stripped away.
Well, I guess the best news would be there is no injury, but I guess if you're going to have something, that is the better of all scenarios.
Yeah. And that's what we're hoping for on Kelly Oubre Jr. as well.
Indeed.
A sprained LCL at the moment. We're still waiting to hear more on Oubre's knee. Dunn driving baseline and jamming baseline.
Showing you what he's capable of. A lot of strength in that game for Chris Dunn.
And he said a couple of days ago he wants to play some more bully ball this year.
He's equipped for it.
Yep. And a whistle.
Foul is on Kobe Sanders.
Another on Sanders.
Let's watch the former Ed Cooley product out of Providence. You see the finish along the baseline there. Tough-minded, physical, embraces the physicality in the game. A tough guard.
And coming off a career-high 58 starts last season, so like a fine wine, getting better with time. Maxey hits his first free throw.
Bogdanovich back in for LA.
Bogdanovich back in. First time he has faced our Sixers as a Clipper. We've obviously seen him with other teams.
As is Nico Batum.
He's Serbian national.
9th NBA season for the guy they call Bogey. 6th NBA season for this guy, Tyrese Maxey, who's got 12 in the first half. 45 seconds to go. Harden's got 18, leading all scores. Behind the back to Dunn. Batum from the corner. Another three-pointer for the former Sixer, Nico Batum.
Just simple basketball. And spreads the floor so well, does Nico.
Barlow with Nico on him. Yeah, three-pointer just not falling for the Sixers. 4 for 17, 23% in this first half.
Justin just getting a look at his first one of the night, too. excuse me, third one. Apologize.
Clippers not shooting much better. 6 for 20. They're 30% from outside. Lopez with a chance to hit one, though, as this first half winds to a close. And he will do just that to make it 7 for 21. So the Clippers stagnant at the start of the second quarter. And the half on a 12-3 run, pushing their lead back to 10. They're on the second half of a back-to-back. Sixers had the weekend off. Time for them to wake up. Halftime Live coming your way after this. Play.com and by NJM Insurance. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. 10-point difference as we start the third quarter here in South Philly. Clippers 56, Sixers 46 as we take a look at our Independence Blue Cross play of the game from Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, 76ers struggling to shooting the basketball, but shots like this will certainly help the cause. Gets the contact from Dunn, the concentration, softly up against the rim and in. Tyrese Maxey, your Independence Blue Cross play of the game.
Only Sixer in double figures so far, Ala. He has 12. I know Amy was talking about it at halftime. Just one bench point for the Sixers in that second quarter. And just one fast break point all night so far.
Yeah, 9 for the slower, older Los Angeles Clippers. Shooting under 40% are the Sixers overall. 4 of 17 from beyond the arc.
Let's see if they can wake up in this second half. Maxey downhill and drawing the foul. The first half game summary, kind of as we expected. James Harden with 17 of those 18 in the first quarter. Tyrese Maxey turning things on. He had 7 of his 12 in the second quarter. So these two going toe-to-toe. Who else wants to step up for the Sixers here tonight? That's the question. There's James, 5 of 9 from the floor. Perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Sixers, meanwhile, now 8 of 13 from the free throw line. So can't give points back when you're down double digits.
Shooting woes all over the place.
Yeah. So Tyrese splits the free throws. 13 now for Mr. Maxey. In case you're just joining us, no Joel Embiid again tonight. Still dealing with some right knee soreness. No Kelly Oubre Jr. has a sprain of the LCL in his left knee. We will learn more hopefully in the next few days. No Adembona for at least the first 3 games this week as Sanders hits a wing triple. Adem rolled his ankle Friday in Detroit, so Sixers playing shorthanded, but Clippers aren't too.
And Clippers played last night as well, so the rest advantage to the home team.
DJ Edgecombe can't get the scoop shot to go.
Yeah, had to adjust too much. Zubac in there, a big presence.
No Kawhi Leonard right now for the Clippers. Bradley Beal lost for the season a couple of weeks ago with that hip injury. Derrick Jones Jr. sprained his MCL yesterday in that Boston game Ala was talking about. And Jordan Miller, another young up-and-comer for LA, out as well. Paul George making his season debut tonight with the rebound there. Edgecombe tied up by Sanders. EG hit our first shot tonight, a three-pointer on the other end, and gets fouled there. Third on John Collins.
Some pretty good defense down the other end of the floor. Quentin on James did a good job of moving his feet, making life as difficult as possible.
So third on Collins, second on the Clippers already in this third quarter.
For weak side down screen, here it comes.
Grimes waiting for things. Maxey using the Drummond screen. Push shot doesn't go, on to Harden. Harden lost it, Grimes takes it away. Head to Maxey. Tyrese Maxey scoops it in for 2.
Good pass up ahead. Maxey getting his steps down, knowing that the help is going to be coming in the form of Sanders. Uses the rim as protection and avoids the defender.
15 now for Tyrese. Maxey guarding Harden. Shot clock at 3. Edgecombe coming over to help. Harden trying to draw the foul, no whistle. Zubac knocks it away for Maxey. Cross court to Dunn. Bounces it down to Zubac. A little spin shot off, but Collins, the offensive rebound, the putback and the foul.
Fouls on Quentin
Clippers
Grimes.
playing big
His
with
third.
Zubac and
His
Collins inside. That time Collins coming away with it and the foul. This is the pass up ahead off the steal. Quentin finds Tyrese, who finishes around Sanders, and then this is the last exchange. Opportunistic, but both of those bigs are crashing.
And Collins completes the three-point play. And worth noting, Ala, the Sixers obviously started the season well, right? Started the season 4-0, and their rebounding was a big reason for it. They were averaging 124 points a game, weren't allowing the other team to offensive rebound, and they were dominating on the offensive glass on their own. Obviously, that has turned around the last 4 games. Paul George can't connect from the corner. Now, you could say that has something to do with personnel. No Embiid, no Bona. Drummond got a hand in the passing lane. Ahead it comes to Maxey. Tyrese Maxey going coast to coast to draw the foul.
Fouls on John Collins. That's his 4th.
Great way of attacking the backboard, going right to the defender, having that confrontation. It's Collins, but he's not deterred. There's the contact. Easy call from for the official.
And that's 4 on John Collins.
That's why you continue to drive the basketball, drive defenders.
And Tyrese has done well at that this season. More trips to the line than he's had in the first 5 seasons of his NBA career for Tyrese. Collins now in year number 9 after spending a couple of seasons at Wake Forest. Back from 2015 to 2017.
Started in Atlanta.
Yep.
Went to Utah, now in LA. Quick off the floor is John Collins.
Tyrese Maxey with the last 7 Sixer points. Still down 11 though. Harden unable to hit that wing 3. George up for the rebound.
Good pass.
Great pass to VJ Edgecombe. And the Clippers want to talk things over. Grimes. Call him Quentin Dimes after that one. He's diming up VJ Edgecombe.
Little give and go action here. You get it, you give it up knowing that you'll get it back. A nice cut by VJ, even better find. Quentin.
Basketball is brought to you in part by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers. 62-53, Clippers still in front here in the city of brotherly love. Sixers missed their last 8 3-point field goals, but this was nice. Our BMW Ultimate Play Outlet just before we stepped away.
Little give and go action. VJ continuing to fill a lane. Great recognition. Little flick pass from Quentin to a streaking VJ Edgecombe, beating everyone down the floor for 2. Your BMW Ultimate Play.
9 now for Edgecombe. 2nd assist tonight for Quentin Grimes. Sixers finally get running a little bit in this 3rd quarter. Outscoring the Clippers 6-0 in fast break points. Taken away from behind by Paul George.
Sixers came out in the zone that time. Give the Clips something to think about offensively.
And Harden fouls Grimes.
Fouls on James
And it worked,
Harden.
Alan. Gave him a lot to think about. Paul George with a steal.
Yeah, it looked like it threw him a little bit off. One more look at him the drive. You can see the good movement of the feet. Maxey just with his hands up. You see him with his hands up. That allows Paul George to come in and have an effect. No fouling by Maxey to bail out the offensive player.
Yeah, Nick Nurse, you mentioned it back in our open, all of it. Nick talked about Paul's defense. He said, I expect the offense to be a little bit rusty, but he is a 4-time all-defensive player. As Harden stripped George there. It will remain Sixers basketball, though, despite Harden's arguments.
Zubac and Harden convinced that it was their ball.
6 on the shot clock. Maxey to inbound.
Plenty of time, no need to rush.
Yeah. 7 points so far for PG in his season debut. Gotta get it in. And yeah, a lot of contacts. And foul on Batum. There was contact between Grimes and Batum, and somebody else was there too.
Nico trying to be physical on that screen. Going to set a screen on Nico. You see him switch, and then he's trying to be physical with Quentin. maybe a little too physical.
Yeah. And that's a 15th foul already on the Clippers in this third quarter, so Sixers need to keep attacking. Almost 8 minutes. 3 buckets if they want.
Well, and you're playing the oldest team in the league who played last night and traveled. You would imagine that fatigue would start to be a factor in this ball game the deeper we get into it.
We're in Boston yesterday. Close loss to the Celtics after going to double overtime Friday down in Dallas, and then had to fly all the way up to Boston, Massachusetts. So Quentin Grimes from the corner is good.
Little sidestep, separation created. Nico Batum, the taller defender too.
Maxey to steal. Maxey taken down by Chris Dunn. That would have been allowed last night across the parking lot at the lake on Sunday Night Football. Tackling not allowed.
I still think he got a first down.
Not allowed in this sport.
Watch this here. Look at this little sidestep. Sees Nico on him. That's all the separation he needed.
Such pretty form.
Quick release too, and then this is the steal. And they're off and running. Dunn on the tackle.
I mean, it was a great tackle. Just not allowed in this
He
sport.
stopped his forward progression.
He went for the lower body, wrapped him up. Like, that was
Textbook
tackling from Chris Dunn. So that is the third personal on Dunn. And again, Sixers are going to be in the bonus for a while now. So Maxey hits them both. Now a 10-0 Sixers run. We got a 3-point game.
Just the response you're hoping for. The Sixers with 2-3 quarters in a row now where they're playing pretty good.
Good hands from VJ. Deflected it at the line of scrimmage, but it goes back to the Clippers. I saw a lot of those last night.
Sanders salvaging something out of nothing.
Maxey going at Sanders. Tyrese Maxey from the elbow.
Got him on his heels, created that separation, and you need that separation against that taller defender.
64-61 Clippers, led by as many as 13 in the first quarter, did LA. Back to Dunn it comes. Doesn't miss the second time.
Yeah, they passed their way to success against that zone. Zubac to Dunn, and then eventually finishing.
BJ edged home, short on the 3. And Paul George thrown to the floor, which is also not allowed.
Chris Dunn. That's his fourth.
Let's look at Maxey here again on this separation. Gets to the elbow. Sanders trying to recover. You see him on his heels. Just enough space to get that pretty shot off.
So another foul on Chris Dunn. That is his 4th. John Collins sitting with 4 personal fouls.
Again, expect some fatigue
Yep.
to be a factor, especially on the defensive end.
Right. You thought that you knew these two. I think I do too. Our FanDuel Casino Stump the Fans. Tonight's rosters feature 2 players in the top 10 all time in 3-point field goals made. Name them both. Ala Abdel-Nabi.
I am going for James Harden and and Paul George.
Okay. It was a late pivot. I like it.
It was.
Tyrese Maxey can't connect from 3. Harden picks up the rebounds.
Bingo.
You are correct. Really good late pivot, partner. Proud of you.
I'm going to quit
Proud
while
of
I'm
you.
ahead. Do we have to keep playing this?
No.
Because I'm rolling right now.
Grimes the steal. And it's still going to be Clippers ball. Because Sanders did a good job falling into where Quentin was trying to run to get that ball. But that was a great question, because it could have easily been Chris Paul.
Well,
too.
I was thinking about Chris Paul too. I wouldn't have felt bad about that one, but there they are.
Here we go.
Harden second behind Mr. Curry, and then PG 9 behind Korver. That's a respectable bunch of shooters right there.
Really good group. And PG is the all-time leader in threes made for the Clippers. Harden flat on the push shot. Oh. Sixers had numbers, left the ball, and Zubac jams it.
Yeah, try to take off without securing possession. Zubac fortunate there. The easiest 2 he's had all night.
Pushing the lead back to 6. Maxey and the Sixers trying to claw their way back into this one. Too strong on the turnarounds.
He's getting the shots he wants.
Yep.
He's creating the separation. That one was just strong off the back of the board, or the back of the rim.
Kobe gets the elbow jumper to go.
The elite shooters on the planet. Bogdanovic.
George fouled by Batum. So back to the line will go PG. And even though that won't count, showing us he still got it too.
Well, and if you've got an advantage in the bonus, you're shooting free throws every time you put the ball on the floor and you pick up a foul.
Keep going at it.
Yeah, which means the clock doesn't move and you get to score points. You get to get a little rest. You get to set your defense up after the second made free throw. You pick up full court if you want. There are a variety of options available to you, all of them good.
PG with 9 now in his season debut. We'll celebrate Goya night with your Philadelphia 76ers this Wednesday when we take on the Raptors. Fans who purchase their tickets via gofivo.com/Goya night are going to receive a co-branded rally towel to cheer on the Sixers. Goya, of course, will have delicious samples throughout the night on the main concourse because, Allah, if it's Goya, it has to be good.
It really is good. I'm going to get you a case of adobo, too. Different flavors. I'm going to expand your culinary horizons.
Culinary. I love how you say that word. I love how you say tournament. Can we have a culinary tournament at some point this season? Sanders, no edge on the rebound.
It's an O-U-R. It's a tour, not a tur.
Yeah, and water has a T in it. Whatever. Grimes, no.
Zubac coming over and jarring that loose. Andre had a beat on that rebound.
George trying to take it away from Harden. Batum gets free in the corner and makes the Sixers pay.
Well, Bogdanovic had a good look, but an even better look was the kick to the corner to a wide open Batum, and playing unselfish basketball are the Clippers right now.
You can tell just a veteran play right there from a couple of shooters. And Batum salute of the game at a 76ers home game. Visit Sixers.com/salute of the game for more information. A lot of military folks in the house tonight. It is Military Appreciation Night here at Xfinity Mobile Arena, and appreciate and thank everybody for their service now and yesterday. 10-point difference right now. Let's take a look at our McDonald's McDelivery of the game. We like this one a lot, Allah.
Yeah, off the steal, the pass up ahead. Sees the defender, Sanders avoids him and finishes. One more look coming right at you. Maxey on his horse, off the glass and in. That is your McDonald's McDelivery of the game, Kate.
I liked it, Allah.
I approve.
Liked it a lot.
Now I'm hungry.
Tyrese Maxey has 21. He's the only Sixer in double figures. Who else wants to step up and help Mr. Maxey tonight?
I could use a McDelivery right now.
Yeah, maybe it's this guy, Justin Edwards, on fire. Yeah, I'm usually like a
Some fries.
2 cheeseburgers or a quarter pounder with cheese kind of girl.
Still like
Occasionally
a Big Mac.
Yeah, occasionally a Big Mac. Yep. Harden down the lane. Good defense by the Sixers not to foul.
Exactly. Let that defense have an effect. Don't bail them out.
Let Tyrese Maxey do that on the other end. 23 and counting for Maxey.
With a little finger roll to avoid the defender, off the glass and in.
Harden's got 18. Zubac with 10. Sanders with 10. Batum with 11 off the bench. Bogdanovic thinking about it from the hash mark. High arcing 3 is off. Rebound though, knocked out by the Sixers. Clippers ball.
This is Maxey on the drive. Turns the corner, off the glass and in. Bogdanovic trying to offer up some resistance. Tough to do when you can't catch the guy in front of you.
Maxey now with 11 in this third quarter. Harden can't connect on the sidestep triple.
Quentin's been good on him as of late. He's made everything he takes more difficult than he's been accustomed to.
Maxey make it 13 in this third quarter. He's got 25 on the night.
Little teardrop. As soon as his foot touches the lane, he sees the defense closing in on him. Lofts it up over his outstretched arms.
Bogdanovic looking to answer, unable to do so. Edwards the rebounds. Maxey looking for more. He is feeling it in this third quarter.
Brings it into the middle, so he's got more options for passes.
Great pass to Watford. Doesn't go. still looking for his first points of this second half. Crossing over his former teammate Maxey, laid it up and in on cue.
Yeah, you mentioned him being quiet, but that doesn't mean he's not effective.
Grimes, nicely done, getting downhill, drawing the foul again. Sixers have been in the bonus since almost the 8-minute mark of this third quarter.
And they're called free throws for a reason, because there's no defense. You get to shoot these uncontested. Speaking of uncontested, that's a very well-contested shot. Maxey with the teardrop, and there's the clear foul on the Grimes drive. I'm making you laugh. I'm sorry.
Nice pivot there. I like it when you make me laugh, because I imagine that a number of folks watching at home are also laughing.
Either that or throwing things at the TV screen.
One of those two things, but thank you so much for watching. we appreciate the love and the hate.
Yeah, I'll take animosity too. Either way.
It all counts as views, right? As the kids say. Quentin Grimes now with 9 points off the bench tonight. And the Sixers shooting much better from the free throw line in this third quarter. 10 of 13 from the stripe.
You know you're going to get there. You don't want to be giving back points. Time to be selfish is when you're at the line.
And time to finish a third quarter strong. We know the Sixers have struggled at that. More good defense from the Sixers, and Maxey's looking back at the bench saying that one went off of Harden's elbow. Check that one over real quick.
Quentin doing his best to keep moving his feet. Watch Quentin here. That's all ball.
Yeah. And then it is off of Harden.
Yeah, got away with one there to the Clippers.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, Grimes is playing good defense on James in this third quarter. Watch for the rebound.
It's important to move your feet and not reach when you're playing James, because he likes a defender off balance.
Ooh. Tyrese tried to sneak it, no look to Barlow.
Say he was being held on that pass. That's why it went astray.
He's like, come on, man. I'm not Jared Goff. I'm not that off on my passes.
Poor Jared Goff last night.
I know. He's such a good dude. I've known him since, you know, same alma mater. That was just... The Eagles flustered him quite a bit last night here in South Philly. That's a foul on Watford.
Fouls on Quentin Watford. That's his third.
What was the number? 37.8 completion percentage yesterday?
I have bad nights.
Those guys had something to do with it.
Nakobe. Nakobe, put the phone down. You're on TV. But yeah, Eagles defense, man.
Smothering.
Again, I felt bad for Jared last night. I felt bad for that offensive line.
That's a good team, the Lions.
They did not look good last night. Credit to the Eagles for that one. Things getting exciting. NFL season slowly but surely winding to a close. Ooh. Barlow thought that he took that one away from Harden. But a whistle.
It's on Dominic Barlow. That's his third.
Third on DB. Football team in Los Angeles looking pretty good. The Rams yesterday getting past the Seahawks. Woo.
Matthew Stafford is the dude.
Yeah, man.
I don't care if he's 37 or 57.
Exactly. We talk about old guys who the game is slowing down for. James Harden and Matt Stafford right now. He's having an MVP season.
Puka Nacua. They got a squad.
Yeah. They're 8 tight ends.
They get rid of Cooper Kupp, who's up in Seattle, and they're still balling.
Yeah. These guys are too, though. And NFC, man. And the Chiefs, 5-5 now after losing yesterday.
Right? Bo Nix is balling.
Yeah. Hope you, like me, had you pick the Patriots to lose early in the season in your survivor pool, because since then, the Broncos and the Patriots, man, turning things on.
I'll tell you what, it's supposed to be Buffalo's here. Things are getting interesting.
Watford sheds his defender and lays it up and in.
Showing you his versatility. Many a time we've seen him playing facing the basket where he finds others, that time keeping it himself.
That concludes your NBA on the NFL segment tonight from All and Kate. You're welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Nice work by Dominic Barlow to move his feet on that closeout. Maxey the rebound.
Forced a tough shot, challenged it, and then didn't foul.
Edwards. Barlow crashing. Rebound knocked down to Lopez.
From our angle, we could tell that was off as soon as he let it go. You're like running, rebound, because you knew it was going to be off.
Sanders was looking for Harden. Sixers stepped in front for the interception. Barlow behind the back. Oh, trying to get that one out to Edgecombe as he was falling down. Nothing he could do there. A little bit out of control.
Offensive guys run to the corners. So do the defenders nowadays.
Wow, Sanders from the hash mark.
Quick response from the Clippers, getting a stop and then quickly converting that into a heck of a three, like you mentioned, from Sanders.
Making the most of his first NBA start tonight. Kobe Sanders now with 13. That's his third three of the evening.
It doesn't look like everything's new to him.
Nope.
Certainly looks comfortable out there.
Rookie on rookie here. Edgecombe handing off to Watford. Yeah, a little bit of a push there on Watford. Trendon powers his way through it.
There's so much hand contact on that drive, and those are supposed to be called.
It was not.
No, far from it.
Final 5 seconds, third quarter. Harden can't have that. Can't have that. The end of the quarter. Harden with a three-point opportunity.
He does not allow you to get back in the play. Once he's got you behind him or to the side, watch this. He's so good at not allowing Justin to get back into play. Runs into Dominic at the basket. The extension, the finish off the glass. Still crafty is James Harden.
Yep, you mentioned it. Just doesn't allow guys to get back. So strong. 25 for James tonight. 25 for Tyrese Maxey. 27 all in the third quarter, so the lead's still 10 for LA. Toyota, let's go Sixers. All right, 12 minutes to go here in South Philly. Again, the Sixers better in that third quarter, but they did not win it. And we went into halftime down 10, so down 10 now to start this fourth quarter.
Yeah, something to work on still, right? The 76ers, you mentioned it. It's progress. It's small, incremental progress, but the fact that they were tied in that period says a lot about their improvement in that department. Now it's all about being the better team here in the last 12.
And they have been the best defensive team in fourth quarters. And Tyrese Maxey starting us off with some offense. 28 tonight for Maxey.
Well, and also keep an eye on fatigue. Now that we're in the fourth quarter, this team having played and traveled last night, does that play into this?
Yeah, and had to rally from 24 down to make a game of it yesterday in Boston, Allen. So that's a travel on Christie. Sixers ball. And again, started this road trip. This is game 3 of their 6-game road trip that is truly spanning the country. Double overtime in Dallas. James Harden played 50 minutes on Friday night.
Yeah, again, those are all going to take their toll.
Yep.
You don't know when. Sixers certainly hoping that as the fourth quarter progresses, they start to fatigue.
Sixers had the weekend off. Maxey short on that fadeaway. Paul George making his season debut tonight. PG with 9 points, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists in his first 19 minutes of the season. Edgecombe trying to slow down Bogdanovich, just keeping the rookie on his hip. And it's just a veteran scorer right there.
You can see how Bogdanovich, VJ is trying to check him by putting his arm on him. He's continue to slap it away. And then there, just keeping him on his hip, not allowing him to get back into play. And then you can see right there, the right arm of Edgecombe hits Bogdanovich in the head.
So that's number 2 on VJ. As Bogdanovich completes the three-point play. He's got 6 now off the bench for Los Angeles, and the Clippers push their lead back to 10. 5th time that the Clippers have had an and-one opportunity tonight. Not listening to your keys, on.
No, we talked about not fouling shooters, right?
They didn't listen. Andre Drummond from downtown. Drummond loving that corner this season.
We saw him hit 2 from the opposite corners the other night in Detroit. Starting to knock them down at a much more regular clip, much more comfortable shooting that is Andre.
Most he's had in a season in his career. And this is only game 13 of the season. Zubac's way off.
Again, good job of not fouling. Zubac wanted the call, but there wasn't enough there.
Drummond with a season high 13 rebounds tonight as well. Maxey going to work.
Pretty good defense from Bogdanovich.
Edgecombe downhill, hitting the brakes and hitting the little floater.
Nice jump stop to gather and then go up strong. Nice soft touch off the front of the rim and in.
5-point game here in South Philly. I beg your pardon, 14 rebounds and counting for Andre. George without rebounds. 7th board tonight for PG. Going to work against his former club. Baseline doesn't go. And Drummond's tap in off the mark as well.
Zubac challenging that PG shot.
Zubac's getting it. Back out to Paul. Swing. All the way to Bogdanovich for 3.
See where the ball traveled, right? It went from one opposite end of the court to the other. And the defense late getting there. Bogdanovich with an eternity sizing that one up.
Lead back to 8 for LA. 9 to play. Grimes. Short on the wing triple. Sixers 7 for 25. Just 28% from 3 tonight. That's a foul on Grimes.
Foul's on Quentin Grimes. That's the second. 18 seconds.
Let's watch Andre in the corner here. The drive by Paul, the kick. Enough time to measure that and size it up. And then the other end of the floor, look where the ball starts in the opposite block and then it ends up in the opposite corner. Bogdanovich, feet set, shoulders squared, drains it.
Paul George back to the bench. Again, first game of the season for PG. Had a scope on his left knee back in mid-July. And Zubac gets the roll.
He's gotten so good at that. Has Zubac, nice soft touch. I don't see too many big guys with a giant killer or a teardrop, but he's got one.
12 points, 11 rebounds for Zoo tonight.
Bogdanovich, poor guy, got hit in the face and a foul called on him.
And Chris Dunn is beside himself saying, no, we got to replay this one.
He's like, that hurt.
That's going to be the 5th on Dunn, and his teammate's still down. Tyler looking back at his bench, asking if they should review.
So watch this. Is Dunn push him right here?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And that's where the two heads collide, or the shoulder and head collide. But it's Dunn who pushes him. Yeah, his shoulder gets a good chunk of Bogdanovich.
10-point deficit right now for your Sixers. Anytime they've gotten close in the second half, LA's had an answer. Grimes, the finger roll.
They want to be aggressive. They want to be draped all over you. Put the ball on the floor and use that aggression against them. That time, as soon as you get past that initial line of defense, there's very little resistance offered up.
Does it now for Grimes off the bench. 91-83 LA. Now it's Maxey on his hit. Dunn drops it off to Zubac. Drummond disrupts the dunk.
Good luck.
Grimes, the touch pass to Andre Drummond. Zubac not happy with the lack of a whistle. But the Sixer fans are very happy because Quentin Grimes is at it again, this time to Andre Drummond.
Well, we mentioned Zubac running rim to rim. Andre's saying, I could do that too. Quentin finds him for 2. The 76ers chip it away at the 6-point lead.
Everybody in attendance from our military. Earlier today,
really
presented by Toyota and the Sixers, a Stars and Stripes basketball clinic. 40 kids whose parents are serving or have served in the military. We're coached up by our Mark Jackson and others. And then our captains tonight, Lieutenant Brad Snyder from the U.S. Navy, First Lieutenant Melissa Stockwell from the U.S. Army. We had a number of military members on the floor for our Star Spangled Banner tonight. And then Melissa and Brad ringing the bell before this one. So they were our turning points, and they're helping the Sixers turn things around, we hope here. Batum short on that 3. Sixers again trimmed what was once a 13-point lead down to 6. Grimes, good fake on the baseline. Great pass. Tyrese Maxey for 3! Did I say, our military turning things around here in South Philly.
Really good ball movement. Clipper defenders unable to stay with the pace of the ball.
And Chris Paul, the 40-year-old, answering back with a triple of his own.
See, if I would have guessed him, I would have been wrong, but he makes threes.
He does. Doesn't shoot much in this year. Tyrese Maxey through traffic. Count it, and the foul. Are you kidding us, Tyrese Maxey?
Not quite sure how that went in. I'm not even sure how he got it up to the rim.
I don't know how he got that shot off, Ala.
Watch this drive coming right at you. Look away, and then in between two bigger defenders, Zubac and Batum.
And the mean mug.
Mugging for him.
From Mr. Maxey, who's got 33 tonight, Ala, his 8th 30-point performance of the season. Yeah, let him hear it, Sixers fans. 34 and counting for Tyrese tonight. His team within 3. 9 of those 34 already in this 4th quarter. Mentioned on Friday, he's one of the best 4th quarter performers in the NBA so far this season, Mr. Maxey.
Trying to slide his feet.
Good work by Drummond there on the high hedge. Somehow Bogey gets it back. Batum. No. Edgecombe the rebound.
Good weak side rebounding. Andre and VJ got it sealed down.
And VJ is fouled. It's going to be the 3rd on the Clippers in this 4th quarter.
Look at the ball movement here coming around the horn. And then you see the kick out. That's just excellent ball movement. The defenders forced to scramble to get to shooters, unable to get there in time.
21 assists for the Sixers on 32 made buckets. Not shooting well tonight, just 44% from the fields, 31% from 3. All that matters is the final score here tonight. Again, Clippers on the second half of a back-to-back. I wonder if fatigue may be finally settling in. Edgecombe. Too strong. Knocked away by Drummond. Right into the hands of Trendon Watford. We got a 1-point game.
If you put yourself in good positions, good things happen. An opportunistic bucket there off the tap from Andre.
17 rebounds and counting tonight for Drummond. Maxey on his former teammate Harden.
So strong is James.
And then Watford coming over to help out, and he's going to get whistled for the foul. 4th on Watford.
Maxey frustrated, doing all that he can to stay in front of James. Let's watch this Andre tap again. Zubac thinks he has it. Andre taps it away right to Trendon.
Drummond almost had the steal on that inbounds pass. 12 points, 17 rebounds tonight for Andre. 4th consecutive double-double. Harden knew that one was off. Tried to chase it down and keep it in. Couldn't do so.
Again, Quentin Grimes. Good on-ball defense.
Sixers haven't led since it was 5-4 back in our 1st quarter. Tyrese Maxey. Too strong. Maxey 3 of 9 tonight from outside. Leads all scores with 34. Bogdanovich and Zubac short on that push shot.
Getting the stops you need. Now you've got to translate that into points.
Tyrese Maxey does just that. The Sixers are in front here in South Philly.
How does he not block that? I just don't understand how it even gets to the backboard. Remarkable.
A 14-3 Sixers run. And Harden draws the foul on the rookie Edgecombe.
Fouls on DJ Edgecombe.
Rook can learn a little bit from Quentin in the way he's playing him right now. No need to reach. As we see this, well, it looks a little bit more
James Harden
possible on that drive. He creates some space.
So 3 free throws coming for Harden. 9 for 9 from the line so far tonight. And now 10 for 10. We know he's a good free throw shooter. 91% on the season.
Yeah, he very rarely gives up any points once it gets to the line.
26 tonight for Harden. Go along with 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and a couple of blocks. Sanders back in, making his first NBA start tonight in place of the injured Derrick Jones Jr. Just his 6th NBA game played. Talk about getting thrown into the fire for the rookie. And he's done well. Harden, though, leading the way for LA. 28 tonight for Harden. 13 for Sanders. A dozen for Zubats. And Tyrese Maxey calls time. 2-point game here in South Philly. 4:34 to go.
Defensive play, the defensive pressure in the first part of that fourth quarter is the reason the Sixers are back in this one, in addition to going on quite a run. Clippers are up 2, but the Sixers have really shown a lot of fight offensively.
Yes, they have. The Sixers have their defensive efforts has really got them back into this game. Now they just got to maintain that, because every time they turn up 2 or 3 possessions, James comes rolling. We got to shut down James, keep him in front of us, and force everybody else to score the ball.
Quentin Grimes doing quite a very good job defensively on James Harden in the second half. We'll see if he can keep that up, as well as get some points going in the Sixers' favor as we send it back down to Kate Scott and Al Abdinabi. Mark and I will see you post-game.
All right, you two. Great stuff. Keep it up. Yep, all about that defense, Ala. Most efficient fourth quarter defense in the NBA so far this season belongs to your Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George has looked good on the defensive ends in his season debut tonight. Well, Danny and Noah talk injuries, Jared McCain being sent to the G League, the new All-Star Game format, and more. Check out the latest Sixers Talk podcast presented by Wilmington University. Got a 2-point game, 4:34 to go here in South Philadelphia.
Important to be the better team as far as execution.
Sixers have played 9 clutch games already. They've won 6 of them. Watford to VJ Edgecombe for 3!
Looked like it was going to be a lost possession there with no direction. The rookie salvaging 3 points.
Giving the Sixers the 98-97 lead. Sixers have only led for 2 minutes so far tonight. This guy has had the Clippers in front for most of it. Around 4 minutes to play, brought to you by Toyota. A block by Drummond. Visit Toyota.com to find your 2025 RAV4 Toyota today. Quentin Grimes up and in. Toyota, let's go places.
Poor closeout, great recognition from Quentin as he hesitates and then explodes to the basket.
Sanders exploding and drawing the foul.
He's been impressive tonight.
Yeah, really impressive.
Sanders, 13 points.
Fouls on Andre Drummond. That's
Got a
the first.
steal, he's got an assist, a rebound. Not bad for a first start.
There's that point differential we have been talking about pretty much every game. Sixers are great in the second and fourth. Not so much in the first and third, but they did better today in the third.
Sixers good at finishing things.
Yep. But yeah, you mentioned, again, starting his collegiate career at Cal Poly, which is not known for its basketball out in California. Played it the first 4 seasons of his collegiate career at Cal Poly, and then finished at Nevada, where he led the Wolfpack in points and assists last season. Had some good showings against Boise and UNLV. Kind of put himself on the map a little bit.
It's like a really good technical school, isn't it, Cal Poly, right?
Yeah. Has a great ag program, if we want to get really into the weeds there. A lot of kids I went to high school with went to college there. So Sanders takes care of business at the stripe, continuing his impressive night. 15 for the rookie for the Clippers. Nick Nurse's Sixers with a 1-point lead. To listen up, keep track of all the news surrounding your 76ers this season with our NBC Sports Philadelphia app. If you don't have it yet, download it now. Just scan that QR code right there.
How do you not have it now? That's what I don't understand.
It looks like those 4 definitely have the NBC Sports.
Guy on the right's got it.
Yeah.
See how happy he is?
Definitely. Sixers have a 1-point lead and the ball right here.
Give it go.
Quentin Grimes, throw it down.
Nobody covering the inbounder. They recognized that quickly. Quentin, the inbounder, gave it to Trendon and then just took off.
And Grimes has 16 now off the bench. He's done a tremendous job guarding this guy in the second half as well. Harden. And somehow it gets knocked up and in.
Zubac's presence, soft touch, big body goes well for these guys right now. It's what they need.
Yep, his 13th rebound tonight. Drummond's got 17 for the Sixers. This guy feeling it the last few minutes. Grimes is good for 3.
Really doing it on both ends now. It's Quentin knocking down shots and then covering their ball handler, their best ball handler in Harden.
He's got the last 7 for the Sixers. Collins through the left hand. And the foul for John Collins. My goodness, so many and-one opportunities for LA tonight.
Yeah, trending that time on defense, just jumping multiple jumps, never really in position. Collins had him where he wanted him and finished.
That's the 5th on Watford tonight. And Clippers in the bonus now for the rest of this one. Collins, an off-season addition in the trade that sent Norm Powell down to Miami. And he completes yet another 3-point play. 6th 3-point opportunity tonight for the Clippers. And they are shooting so well. 22 of 23 from the free throw line. Maxey from way outside. Count it! 39 tonight for Maxey. The lead 4 for the Sixers. Harden's pass intercepted by Watford. Ahead to Edgecombe. VJ is fouled.
Great pass up ahead by Trendon.
And a big foul there for Sanders, because I think we truly might have lost the roof on this place if he hadn't broken up this play.
This is a really big 3 from the parking lot. And then the ball movement, the steal, the pass up ahead. That's a great look. Eventually ending up in VJ's hand.
Edgecombe misses the first free throw. Well, after all that poor shooting from everybody in red, white, and blue tonight for the Sixers, Alan, 70% from the floor in the 4th quarter. 6 of 9 from 3.
Able to turn it up
Yep.
when they need it most, especially in a tight ball game like this one.
And trailed for most of the game, down by as many as 13 in the 1st quarter. Harden put up 17 on his own in the 1st. Edgecombe misses 2 free throws. Let's hope those don't come back to hurt the Sixers. Collins fouled by Edgecombe. To the line he's going to go.
Yeah, and to their credit, they know they're in the bonus, so they're putting the ball on the floor too and using the Sixers' aggressiveness against them. You see the run out, the close out, and there is the step through, trying to swing the ball through as well. Too much contact for the officials' liking.
Sixers took advantage of the Clippers foul situation in the 3rd quarter, and now LA returning the favor. As Collins hits that one, well, this RAV4 quarter brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your 2025 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota. Let's go Sixers. Let's go Sixers indeed. It's their 10th clutch game that they have played in, which means in the final 5 minutes, 5 points or less separating the 2 teams. So the Sixers used to this. Collins hits them both. 108-106. Lead 2 right now for the Sixers.
Floor generalship is going to be a big part of this closing minute or minute and a half, really.
Grimes has been playing great in the 4th quarter. So has Tyrese Maxey. 5 on the shot clock.
Whoa.
Maxey. That one's way off. Chance to tie or take the lead for Harden. Sidestep triple, off front iron, Sanders crashing, and he's fouled.
It's a heck of a rebound by Sanders, my goodness.
He has been truly impressive tonight in just 7th game of his NBA career.
And that timing was crazy. Look where he comes from. He's in the right corner, and watch where he comes from. Look at that. That is impressive. One more look at it. Look at the path he takes in there amongst the big bodies, gets to it first and picks up the foul.
Okay, but Nick Nurse and the Sixers staff disagreeing, so we've got a Sprite Coaches Challenge underway here in South Philly. right, Sprite Coaches Challenge underway. This was initially ruled a foul on Andre Drummond. So our crew chief, Curtis Blair, and Pat Frayer over at the table looking this over. What do you think, Ollie? Is this a foul on Andre Drummond? Regardless, it's so impressive by the rookie, number 4 in white, Kobe Sanders tonight.
Well, you can see he's got his hands on it first. Yep. So if there's a foul coming from Andre underneath, one more look at it here. A little bit of contact too. I can see the foul on Andre, but I could also see it not being a foul.
That's going to be really tough. Does Zubac push Andre? You see him extend the arm a little bit.
We saw Maxey get pushed into someone earlier, and the foul went
against Chris
against
Dunn.
the Clippers. Yep.
So a little push with the right hand.
Yep. Let's see whether or not the officials see that.
And if they do see it, if they consider it a hard enough push to alter this call. Taking their time. 67 seconds left here. Maxey and the Sixers down 13 in the first half. And anytime they got close, they pulled within one a number of times in the third quarter. And the Clippers would go on a run, push the lead back to 10, push the lead to 8. And finally able to take the lead in this fourth quarter. All right, the headset is off. Well, let's see what our crew chief, Curtis Blair, has to say after this one. Are they going to overturn this foul on Andre Drummond? What you got for us, Curtis?
Curtis?
After review, it will be a successful challenge. We have a loose ball foul on Zubac. Zubac pushes Drummond into the shooter. Therefore, it will be a successful challenge. Drummond for 2.
Great work, team. Great work. Fist bumps all around, everybody.
Good spot.
So overturns. Not a foul on Andre. Foul on Zoo.
Well, we always talk about be careful what you ask for when you get that review, because you'll see things that you didn't anticipate. I don't think anyone anticipated seeing Zubac push like that. Works in the Sixers' favor.
So 2 big free throws now coming for Andre Drummond. Second trip to the line tonight. Jerome strokes the first. Stay with us. Amy and Mark standing by to bring you post-game live presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Let's hope the guys can give him something good to talk about tonight. 2 big free throws from Andre Drummond.
They're big because it makes it a 2-possession game.
And we will step on this guy on the Tyrese Maxey.
Starting off consistent. One of the top scorers that we have in the association, and able to be effective on a nightly basis in his deep into his career now. He has become a consistent threat.
You know this team, his team up by 4 after those 2 big free throws from Andre Drummond. Both teams in the bonus.
Again, don't want to foul shooters.
Grimes has done so well guarding Harden in this second half. Harden behind the back. Sanders, the deep 3 is short. Drummond with his 18th rebound tonight.
Get the ball out of Harden's hands. You make someone else take a difficult shot. Mission accomplished on that last exchange.
Crowd rising to its feet here in South Philly. Maxey with 39. Quentin Grimes, catch and shoot. Off back iron, Edgecombe. A huge offensive rebound.
Good hustle play.
Over VJ goes back to Tyrese. Shot clock at 5. And Harden, the steal. Head to Sanders. Shot clock is off. And Sanders is found by Edgecombe. 2 free throws coming. So rookie Kobe Sanders.
You hope at least that you wish that you get a shot up at least. As we take a look at the steal.
Kobe Sanders will go to the line to shoot.
Foul on the other end.
Clippers have made 15 consecutive free throws.
Nico Batum, Chris Dunn back in for LA.
So close to making that work. Foul on VJ. His 5th. Shot clock is off. 13.8 to play here tonight. Sixers with 2 timeouts. Clippers with 1. Big moment here for the rookie Sanders. And he hits them both. Watford quickly looking to get it in to Tyrese Maxey. Be strong, Tyrese. Be strong. Sixers saved by the whistle.
And you're up 2, so you know what's coming. They're going to apply pressure. They're going to grab, steal, pull, tug, do everything they can. You've got to know that's coming.
Batum said he got under this one. Oof.
Tried to step through that double team right there. Oh, there's a lot of contact there.
Chris Dunn, that's his 6th personal foul.
But let's not forget, we saw a lot of contact that wasn't called. It's not too long ago.
That's true.
Okay, another Sprite Coaches Challenge is underway. Clippers disagreeing with this foul. All right, Sprite Coaches Challenge underway. The whistle was on Chris Dunn, number 8 in white there. And if this stands, his night will be done. He will have fouled out.
Dunn will be done. Oh, you weren't setting me up for that? I thought you were setting me up.
No, I was setting you up for it.
Thank you.
I just wasn't sure if you were going to knock that one out of the park. So they're looking to see if it looks like there was a push. We've seen Dunn do that a number of times tonight.
He's got his hand clearly on his back. You see the right hand there.
Yeah, pushing
clearly.
him into Batum.
Yeah, clearly pushing Tyrese off balance.
So if this stands, again, both teams were in the bonus. So Maxey would shoot 2 free throws. Sixers up 2 right now with 11.7 to go here in South Philly. Sixers still have 2 timeouts. Clippers
We are doing so
out
good
of
without
timeouts.
reviews, too.
I know. But hey, as long as they get this right, I'll be okay.
There's a look at the Providence Friar.
Crew taking their time with this one. Again, no Joel Embiid, no Kelly Oubre Jr., no Adem Bona tonight. Tyrese Maxey leading the troops once again on Military Appreciation Night. 39 points for Tyrese, his 8th 30-point performance, his 3rd of 35 or more.
Wow, this is really taking a while.
Let's see what Curtis Blair has to say.
After review, there was no contact on the play. The ball hits Batum's knee first. Therefore, it will be a successful challenge.
Wow.
Imminent possession will be Clippers side out.
Wow, there was no contact on the play. Is he not looking at that guy's right arm?
Just saying, a couple years ago in New York, Tyrese got absolutely mauled, and there was no whistle.
That's a bad call.
Okay, so Sixers with a 2-point lead. Clippers out of timeouts, 11.7 on the clock. Clippers can tie it with a 2, win it with a 3. Harden has a couple of threes tonight.
Well, and the visiting team doesn't want to play an extra 5 minutes, so look for them to go for 3 here.
And watch the inbounder, the rookie. He's got 3 threes tonight. Okay, beg your pardon. They gave the Clippers the timeout back because they were successful on the challenge.
Gonna draw something up, I'm sure. And I would not be surprised if it's for a 3. Trying to end things here as opposed to prolong things.
Now second half of a back-to-back. Understandably so. Again, Sixers down 10 coming into this 4th quarter. Let's take a look at how they got here to take the lead.
Well, you see the good defense. Loose ball eventually gets to VJ, who knocks down the 3 in transition. Grimes on the poor closeout here. A little give and go on the inbounds play. And this guy has been really good on both ends of the floor all night long, having to cover Harden, and then Maxey knocking down another deep 3.
Okay, so you got 3 guys. You got James Harden. He's got 2 threes. You got the inbounder, Kobe Sanders. He's hit 3. You got Nico Batum. If he's out there, let's see.
Bogdanovich looks like
Bogdanovich 1 for 6 from outside tonight. Those are your leaders for the Sixers. Who are you going to if you're
He
Tyler?
looks like he's got his number called, Bogdanovich, right now. He just looks set. It's just a feeling I have. Every instinct in my body tells me that James is going to take the last shot, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bogdanovich ends up with it.
Sanders gets it into Harden. Guarded by Grimes. Step back from Harden is off. Maxey in for the rebound. It bounces to Harden. One last chance for the Clippers, and it is no good. And the Sixers rally from double figures down for the 5th time this season to knock off the Clippers here in South Philly, 110 to 108. Tyrese Maxey and the Sixers now 8-5 on the season.
He was talking to his former protege, mentor.
Let's take a look. He had 2 chances, 2 bites at the apple from James Harden.
Yeah, he
Grimes played great defense on him the entire second half. Let's take another look.
He wanted the foul call. Does he hit him on the elbow? Ooh, he kind of does. Ball still in his hand as he hits him on the elbow. That will affect your shot 100%. Then he gets a second look, a little long on that one. One more look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He definitely gets some. Sixers fortunate there.
Tyrese Maxey crashing for that rebound. It bounces back to Harden, and he got one more chance.
Yeah.
Good work for Grimes.
Another bite at the apple.
To get in front of him, and so close again. But Olive, for the 5th time this season, the 5th time this year, Grimes, Maxey, and the Sixers weathering an early storm and rallying back for their 8th win of the year, led by this guy, our Chevrolet player of the game, Tyrese Maxey. 39 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, and most importantly, leading his Sixers to their 8th win of the season. And I think he's with us now. Tyrese, I'm exhausted from that one. You got to be feeling it, my friend.
Nope, I can go one more game. Let's do it again. Let's do it all over again.
All right, Tyrese, you guys did not look good in the first quarter. You were down by 13 points. What were you saying to each other to get back into this one here tonight?
The biggest thing I just kept saying is, man, stay with it. Stay with it. They played last night. They played us. Good job, Joe. Good job, fool. They played last night, wanted us to stay with it. And we knew we would wear them down. You know what I'm saying? We kept playing fast. I think the first quarter we played really slow and played to their level. They want to play a slow game. We want to play a fast game, so we got to keep doing that.
Tell me a little bit about your big guys that are coming in, going up against their big team. How did they handle themselves tonight?
They were great. Drummond was really good. T.Y. came in. Barlow did a really good job. I think everybody who played tonight really did a good job.
Yeah, we've got Paul George back for the first time this season.
Yes.
9 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. What'd you see from PG tonight?
I think he was good. He did a lot of good things for us. What he really helped us with his defense and his spacing. He was able to shoot the ball and score the ball. We can run a couple different actions for him, too.
And Tyrese, obviously, we'd love for you guys not to have to rally back from double figures down, but 5th time you've done it already this season, down double figures, rallying for a win. What does that say about this team?
Tough, resilient. We're going to fight every single night. We said that during media day and during all the preseason that every single night you're going to walk into this building, it's going to be a dogfight. We're not going to lay down, let anybody have nothing.
Great job on the fight tonight, Tyrese. 8th win of the season.
All righty.
And Tyrese Maxey's 8th 30-point performance of the year as well. 39 points in 41 minutes for the marvelous Tyrese Maxey. 76ers basketball is brought to you in part by Toyota. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for electrified vehicles 24 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. All right, Sixers fans, stick around. The Corolla crossover brought to you by Toyota is coming up. And we got a win to talk about tonight, everybody. Well done, Sixers.